Oh, hi.
Oh, that was great. I'll see you guys. Hi. Bye.
That was the shortest episode we've ever done.
Warning. Following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Meet us in the man cave. You're always welcome here.
Cinema, shows, and shot. It's been a while, and we're back, and this one's going to kick it right off with episode 2 with Stepfather. Todd, who came up with this idea, I think you should just fill us in while I do one other thing real quick, because it's really important. I hope you understand. Mm-hmm. What the fuck you drinking? So, what the fuck you drinking, Todd?
The little golf ball shot glass. Thank my stepdaughter for getting this for me.
Oh, stepdaughter.
Tied it in. It's a southern salty caramel whiskey. And we're getting some actual true Guinness with it. So.
Wow.
Not a bad combo.
Top drawer.
How about you, Chris, sir?
Peerless store pick. It's their straight rye whiskey. It's from Liquor Barn. This is what is it?
Oh, the Peerless.
126.6 proof, I think. It's a hitter. And then
that's some good stuff.
And then we're gonna go with the Mortal Wombat.
Oh, cool! I've never seen that.
I like Scott that brought this over. Actually, I had a couple. I drank them all, and then he was like, "Well, I'll bring you one." So that's what we're gonna do.
Jake, Jerry,
Jake.
Hey, Dr. Pepper. It came from Walmart.
Hold on a second. There we go. Try it one more time, because it was like it was like coded.
Oh,
yeah, do that again because you were flipped. There you go.
Diet Dr. Pepper. It came from Walmart.
Are we sure it's just Diet Dr. Pepper, Jerry?
Hey, Scott, you gonna need these at all?
What's that?
You gonna need this at all?
Yeah. Thank you.
Here's a quick look at how the thunderstorms are rolling there. It's
you would think we'd been drinking for hours and this was the 69th cut. And if that's what you're thinking right now, you're absolutely right.
I wish. I fucking wish. I'm just starting.
What are you drinking there? Jam?
Gotta fix my goddamn... what am I drinking? Let's see. I don't get any music? Okay. Truthadelic. Shit will make you speak the truth after having at least 2 or 3 of them. And they're really tasty too, especially if you love any IPA with a little bit of a... it's got some vitamin F in it, and it's really good. Ooh.
It's good. It's beautiful.
And, of course...
Vitamin F. Does that stand for fuck it all?
It can if you want it to be. It could be fun,
I was just curious.
fruity, fantastic, and its sidekick is going to be Cooper's Craft. Well, bucket. I had this, I want to say, a while ago, and I really liked it. And this time, since it's getting a little bit warmer and it's been a while, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it on the rocks because it's just been a while. It's just been a while. Yeah. And, I've been dealing with a lot of ice here lately because I'm getting older and my body's just like saying, your best years are gone. So I've been putting ice on my foot, ice on my knee, and why not put ice down my throat? Sounds good to me.
Why not? Won't cost nothing. They're not even going to send you someplace special.
Yeah, because I'm born here. Oh, shit.
And I mean it.
You know what? I'm American, born in Kettering, Ohio, and God damn it, every once in a while I have to remind myself I'm fucking that, and I registered for the draft when I was 18. You know what? I'm good. Alrighty. So Todd, what the fuck are we doing tonight on Cinema Shows and Shots?
Well, for those of you that joined us for the first time, basically what we do is we try to take a movie, we pick one, we watch it. I bring out the general trivia. Jake talks about the cast. Scott talks about the directing, the editing, and the crew, and then Chris gets stuck with cultural relevance because we couldn't think of anything else. If we ever do, that should have
seen us drawing for straws, and I was like, "Fuck."
Oh God!
Tonight's feature was selected by Jake, and it's The Stepfather. And I'll go ahead and start off. I had never seen it before, but it is available as of this taping for free on YouTube. January 23rd, 1987 was its release date. It cost $3 million to make, and it only made $2.6 million at the box office. So technically, not a success, not a large success. It did, however, become a cult classic because of its release on VHS. For those of you that don't know what VHS is, we used to have these big cassette tapes. And also it's released on cable and home video. We used to have Blockbusters.
I wonder if it was on Laserdisc.
So, but I don't know. We
gotta bring that up one time. This big fucking thing.
The first one was Urban Cowboy.
The story is loosely based on John List, who actually killed his family back in 1971, and then he disappeared and started a new life and got a new identity. So this is actually based on loosely real events. It spawned two sequels, Stepfather 2 and Stepfather 3. And, of course, in 2009, there was a remake of The Stepfather, which I have yet to see, but want to after seeing this one fresh in my head. And I think we'll go around. Let's go around the horn, and then we'll get back to just general discussions. I have notes that I took on this movie that I really thought were something of note, but let's pass it off to Jake. Jake, what about who was in it?
Oh man, well, Joe Shalene played the daughter Stephanie. Shelley Hackett played the mom. I didn't really care about her character. Kind of here and there, she was okay. But the best character, Jerry Blake, was played by one of my favorite actors, and I can't think of his name. His name escapes me, but yeah, he was great. Terry O'Quinn. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He's the best character in the movie. The mom is really annoying. And
that's fair.
Stephanie was great. She was a great final girl. I think he should have killed the mom, honestly, and then that would have really made her a final girl. But And the brother, Jim, he was great, but he only served to give the mother the weapon to shoot him. So he was a great character, but he didn't amount to much.
Yeah, it wasn't an extremely large cast. I was kind of confused with you really had to pay attention. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but the psychiatrist that the daughter goes to looks a lot like her stepdad. I mean, they could almost be brothers, and I found that to be a confusing choice because, it's like somebody that's not paying attention might go, doesn't she know that's her dad? Is he that good of a...
You know what he kind of reminded me of? Just visually, I couldn't help but think of Mr. Drummond from Different Strokes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You just finished or listening to your favorite podcast, Meet Us in the Man Cave, and you've asked yourself that question once again. Do I enjoy a new challenge? Well, thanks to our good friends at you could start speaking in a new language in 3 weeks. So come on, what's stopping you?
Question. Can I do it with my butt cheeks?
Imagine you're over in France and you have a very important business meeting and you bump into your cousin Stacy and you want to impress her with just one simple word. Bonjour. In 2 weeks, you're having a very important spaghetti party and all your Italian friends are going to be over. They're impressed with your spaghetti, but could you imagine how more impressed they will be by just simply shouting out, CIO? Your whole life, you've put it off, and it's finally come to the point where you're over in Germany and you're meeting your grandparents. Do you want to impress them by the fact that you could just simply go up to them and say, hello? Last but certainly not least, you are stuck in a country where they only speak Spanish and you're looking for a speedway. Hey, there's a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask them. Ho, LA? Thanks to Meet Us in the Man Cave and our good friends at Baby Bella, they're going to help you speak a language in just 3 weeks. Are you still looking for that challenge? What's stopping you?
Only available at Bubba.
Let's see. Yeah, there's not a lot of characters in that film there, Jake. So yeah, I can't think of anybody else that you may or may not missed on that one. Just trying to help.
The boyfriend, but I think his character was Jeff. He was a good character. But
the dog.
He was in the movie very much. The dog. Oh yeah.
My wife was like, "He better not kill the dog."
Toto. He did look like Toto.
I'm sitting there going, I'm sitting there going, he's going to kill the dog. Who directed this genre?
Oh God. I just remember it was like Ruben or something like that. Uh-oh, it was a dog who directed it. Yeah.
Ruben, wasn't it?
Something. It's been a long time. I mean, I could have done the old, going down, but I didn't do it. To be honest with you, I know you know what? I'll just basically go through. This is almost perfect, I think. The Stepfather, because our last one was Halloween.
Joseph Rubin.
Yeah, Joseph Rubin. Yeah. So I was I had Rubin part. So
Terry O'Quinn as well was the
yes. Yeah. No, Terry O'Quinn was Terry O'Quinn was the lead.
Starring. Yeah.
But this is almost the opposite of Halloween if you think about it. When it comes to the direction. If anything, in the beginning, it kind of reminded me the same because you had your POV kind of moments with the wide angle camera and all that going into the house, which that did remind me of Halloween back in the day. The opposites of it, Halloween's all dark, as we all know. Michael's hiding in the shadows. In this case, with Jerry, he wasn't really hiding in the shadows, unless, of course, he was, I've noticed, down in the basement. So basically, like when you look at Stepfather, what really stands out to me is how it was so, I don't know, everything just felt so controlled in this film. The horror moments, it was just, like you said, Todd, this was based on a true story. So everything is like in a perfect suburban area. It could tell you hear about, sadly, almost I mean, down in Cincinnati, I heard something similar. I have to watch the S word because they are really huge on the S word here on YouTube. When people don't want to, be a part of this world anymore, so they kind of take care of themselves, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just thought we did Halloween first. Here's another one where you basically have, Michael could have been anybody. In this case with Jerry, he was obviously like a Jekyll and Hyde. Because he just would totally flip out. Because I noticed, like during the lights, he's somewhat normal, but he goes down in that like basement in the dark, and then he flips into that psychotic. Obviously, well, as we all know, the stepfather that was responsible for going through so many multiple families, from time after time. So I really did like that direction. It was almost like he was inspired by other films, but at the same time, back in 1987, it was very original, even though it did have inspiration that was created properly. Yes, it was your typical quirky 80s film, but when you grew up through those times and when you watch those films again, especially when you're old farts like us who are always bitching about toes and knees and hair aching and everything else. Hell, it gives you a break again, you know, from the real world bullshit. So you can watch some Stepfather. I think that's one of the reasons why back in the day I was on the fence about it, because I had a stepfather who I despised with the passion, and I kind of thought maybe he's just like this bastard too. But my mom and I survived. So, but yeah, that's basically how I would put it. I did appreciate the direction on it. I did appreciate the fact that it was almost the opposite of Halloween when it came to we're not going to be afraid to do stuff in the light. We're not going to be afraid to, you know, screw with your mind in a well-lit, you know, hallway, well-lit living room, well-lit streets, except in the basement where he goes nuts. But the beginning of the film, especially today, people would be like, there's no way on earth anybody could get away with the shit that he did, if you think about it. So, no. I mean, it's just...
Well, that's the real shocker, right? I mean, DNA. Like, he's sitting there, you know, he's washing up. We have the front and back nudity because you can see his junk in the mirror. Mirrors were used a lot in this. I mean, there were a lot of times when, like, there's one time when the daughter is talking to her friend, and you know, you just see the friend's reflection in the mirror, and so they did a lot like that, and you had to wait till the end to get some female nudity, little side boob, and
nice ass.
But if it's good for the goose, it's good for the game.
Yeah, I couldn't help you think about it. If you watch the beginning after, you know, we obviously go to the, you know, Jerry, where he's cutting his hair, you know, with he's shaving off the glued beard and the terrible hairdo, and the, you know, he's obviously just very casual and doesn't seem to be that urgent about cleaning up his, you know, I mean, I get you're not going to show everything, but when they do show the hair going to like the sink, that I do remember, I was always bothered by it. I'm like, you know, in today's world, they would find that shit in a heartbeat, especially when he leaves the house. He's just, you know, nobody fucking really seems to, you know, weeks later, which I'll end with it later on towards my final say on this. Just think of Seattle and how people get away with murder there. So that being said, I'm going to leave it to Chris.
Go ahead, Chris. Cultural relevance. What staple did this? Besides, I mean, this is one of those movies that got saved by the Blockbuster. They got saved by secondhand sales, right? It showed the power of video rentals. That even though a movie comes out and it's complete and utter bullshit, I didn't. I mean, again, I enjoyed it, but the general audience was low. It was still made money because it got a cult following afterwards.
There was a cult following on that. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about cultural relevance, there's people that love this movie. There's people that obviously collect this movie. I mean, tons of people into that. I think for cultural relevance, I'm going to have to borrow a little bit of my own personal viewpoint on it.
Okay,
that's the only way I know how to do this, really.
Right.
You know, me having a stepfather myself, I was obviously like, you know, freaked out as a kid, and, you know, this dude coming into my house, all that type shit. So seeing the movie at an early age, I did. I mean, I appreciated how it kind of dealt with, you have the picture of the perfect, like, American suburban family and stuff like that. And the psychological aspect going behind that is that, you know, everything may seem great on the outside, but it's not so great on the inside. And the more and more people I talk to, especially people that had stepfathers, I mean, they're obviously not to this level, but they all, you know, have certain experiences that really psychologically affected them growing up, and they carry it around. I think that's interesting how people, you know, carry that point in their life with them. And sometimes it completely changes their outlook on life. Sometimes more than like their actual fathers. Like, drawing off my experience, I mean, my experience with my stepdad was more mental, where my actual dad was physical. So it's like, I think my stepfather actually fucked me up worse. And carrying that across, I mean, I don't know that that's everybody's experience here, because I imagine some people just watch it because it's, you know, it's got the gore factor. It's, it's got the suspense. It's got a little bit of thrill to it. It's that. And some people, like you were mentioning earlier, some people just like 80s nostalgia. They want to watch it for that, which it captured elements of that. And I think that if I were to put it on right now, it would be to go back to that point in my life and be like, man, I hated that dude. If that makes any sense at all.
Well, yeah, but you're right. The stepfather, that girl, and I'll shut up real quick because I can't help but go to that too. Her sixth sense about this guy's, I don't like him. There's something about him. That's how I felt about
the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Jim. I'm going to go ahead and say I don't care.
And cultural relevance.
Yeah.
That shower scene that you're talking about.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty young when I discovered that, and that was not bad. That was not bad. That's got some cultural relevance right there. That's culture.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Well, I like to think that not all stepfathers are bad, considering I'm one. But
yeah.
I think there are positive stepfathers out there.
You notice his kids aren't around. Ooh.
I think that's one of those situations that, if it turns out good, people don't really have much, to say about it. People love the bad stuff, But I mean,
everybody loved the car wreck.
Yes. Everybody wants to tell that story,
especially Tiger Woods, right?
My bad.
Did you watch that? I watched. Oh my God.
He was doing the hand job.
Yeah. Hey, not everybody could be like Michael Jordan. We thought Tiger could back in the day, and here we are now. No. This isn't about Tiger Woods and being stupid. This is about stepfathers. Damn it. Sorry.
Well, so, talking about the movie, my first note that I had on it was, God, it was so wonderfully 80s. I mean, just wonderfully 80s. There are things in here that, I mean, we got to make sure we tell our kids this kind of shit, like what that busy signal sound was. When it first opens up, there's the sound of the phone off the hook, and like.
Speaking of sound and music, Todd, did you recognize?
I caught it.
When she puts the cassette in the yeah, okay.
Yes, I've got that on my notes. She's listening to "Run Between the Raindrops" by Pat Benatar. While her mom and stepdaddy are doing the nasty, she's listening to that song to try to drown it out. I was very pleased that
her mom was, but her stepdad, I think he was fantasizing about how. Never mind.
How he's going to kill her.
Yeah.
But did you notice what he whistles all the time?
Camptown Radio.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's up?
Camptown Ladies.
Sing what song?
That was Camptown.
Camptown Ladies, sing this song, do-dar, do-dar. From Blazing Saddles. Every time he started whistling it, I started cracking up.
Wonder how long it was.
Huh?
I wonder how long it was.
What do you mean?
5 miles long. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah 5 minutes. Oh, the do-da day.
So with music, something else that I want to add that's kind of the opposite of Halloween, once again, to add into that concept. When we would hear the music, which was quite a bit in Halloween, because let's face it, that was the other major character in Halloween. Mm-hmm. With Stepfather, when the music stopped, that was usually when shit was about to happen. I wanted to make sure I added that too. Yeah. I thought that was interesting. So it's like, what?
Another thing I noticed, seatbelts. Nobody freaking wore them.
No shit.
Except one guy.
Yeah.
There's one time when the doctor's dead and he puts him in the car.
German.
Before he pushes it over and blows the car up.
Now, was it for safety?
Oh, now we're going to be safe.
Was it for safety, or was it just to hold the dead body in place? That's pretty good.
No.
The size of that fireball, I don't think it would have mattered. Because again, the reality of that, we all know I don't think that's the way it happens. But.
Yeah.
Chris, you know about cars. Is that the way to blow up a car?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. I thought they were built to be like that's you're going to do more damage pouring sugar down it.
Suspension of
Just
disbelief.
going to have it stranded somewhere.
Let's see. I think as a whole, as we all think about this, is there anything that we missed as a whole before I guess we give our final thoughts when it comes to the shots concept of this?
Oh, I still got more.
I would bring up because I remember growing up seeing his face in a lot of places, and I think it started probably with Stepfathers and that Stereo Quinn. I mean, just how many different movies you'd see him in, and even at my age at the time, I'd be like, "Oh, dude, that's that one dude from that fucked up movie," you know. So adding to the relevance of that, I think he did a good performance in that. I enjoyed it. It was sellable. It was something that I could take in and digest, and you just saw him in so many movies after that, and I think he had a good little run right there.
Well, I was a little confused because in the start of the film, he cuts off his beard and shaves, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, he's got the contacts and whatever.
Oh, the glasses.
Right. When he gets ready to kill the main family in the main story, when he realizes that, oh shit, the jig is up, this isn't my happy little world, I need to go create another one. Mm-hmm. He actually goes off and starts that other life first. Right? Yeah. Because he has the hairpiece that he has. He's no longer working because he quit his job. He went to go find another job. So he's got all that set up. I'm guessing my worry is, why didn't he do that the first time? But I don't think he could have, because it was like real hair it wasn't like a prosthetic that he was like peeling off with spirit gums.
Well,
I found that to be weird.
I think it was just for the dramatics of the film itself. I mean, let's face it, the goriest part of Stepfather, if I remember correctly, was pretty much the beginning of the film itself. So you want to add as much, you want to get as much, like here on YouTube, what they say, and I get it. You want the first 30 seconds to reel them in, to get people's attention, because let's face it, everybody rather would watch shorts today than they would actually watch a damn video, which is beyond me. But
sure,
that was like that back in the day. We want to get your attention. We got to do whatever we can to keep that, plus, let's face it, when you first get rolling or you first start creating that film, whether it's a video, whatever, the beginning is when you're just fresh and you're ready to go.
Well, I got a couple more notes. Number one, there was a Walkman with the old steel headphones that they had, the little ones that were like the little cheap metal ones. It was nice to see that.
With the phone.
There was a moped, which I thought was cool. And
now they look gay riding those little two-wheeler thingies, whatever you call them.
They wore a helmet when they were riding the moped, but no seatbelt when they were in the car. I'm just saying. The correct me if I'm wrong. That, I think the birdhouse has some significance. Yeah. Because the birdhouse, from what I noticed, it was a painted door. That was just a facade. It wasn't going to ever hold birds. It was just made to look like something that wasn't real, which was exactly what he was doing when he was creating the perfect house, the perfect home, because it wasn't real, but it looked like it. The doctor's office. She goes to go see the other female doctor. Sorry, must have been the wrong person. She goes into the doctor's office, who's been dead for I don't know how long, but his office has not been touched, which I found. Wouldn't somebody have cleaned that up? Possibly.
It's a bit to reset that scene.
Let's get this shot in.
Once again.
$3 million budget.
All before you drop by, I did not see the kill cam. I did not see that guy cut. That was about as shocking as when Jack Torrance hatchets Scatman Crothers in The Shining. I mean, it was just like, wait a minute. Ooh. That guy's supposed to be the one that saves everybody. Why is he getting killed?
If there was a shot in that when the stepfather, when he's speaking to, I guess it's the high school principal, if I remember correctly, it made me think of The Shining when Jack is up, when it's pretty much in the beginning of The Shining, when he goes to visit the hotel and they have that wide angle shot where he's sitting there being interviewed.
Yeah.
With the owner, manager, whatever of the hotel.
Yeah.
It just kind of reminded me of The Shining a little bit. That scene right there, just a little bit. I mean, I get that vibe with a lot of movies that I watch, but I get it as an inspiration, honestly.
The unsettling vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking about these old movies, man, I mean, god damn, old movies. When you're talking about these movies that were done in the 70s and 80s, I mean, it's hard not to say that they did inspire things, because there were,
at least it wasn't rebooted.
Well, it doesn't seem like it now, but there weren't a lot of movies made back then compared to now. I mean, nowadays you got 6 of them coming out on Netflix every week. You got, Prime Video. But back then it was just like, it's amazing to me that the amount of things that have been done, as it gets more and more, there's more and more movies come out, which is why more and more of them, in my opinion, are shit. Because they're ideas that have been done. We've already seen that. Not original enough. What the hell are we even doing this for? Like I said, I think in the last... I'm still waiting for somebody to come around and find a shit movie and remake that. Because I'd be more interested in seeing a box office bomb.
Encino Man remake is coming. I promise.
Is it?
Hey, Encino Man is classic.
Along with every other Pauly Shore movie ever.
Hey, was it Son-in-Law?
Oh, Son-in-Law.
I love that movie. I love Son-in-Law.
I know Quentin Tarantino's 10th film. There you go, Todd. Quentin Tarantino is going to find the biggest piece of shit out there and redo it with Quentin Tarantino direction and writing material. And if I was him, I would make it and see there. I could take a fucking turd and I can paint it. Why can't you? It's up to you. Yep. I'm done. I've washed my hands, fucking Hollywood.
It's his next one's going to be big.
Oh,
I can only imagine the cast.
I'm trying to get help.
So if the cast hears that, they're going to have people like signing up, AAA stars. I can only imagine. That'll be wild.
Samuel L. Jackson. It's got to be in it. So
hopefully.
Well, that's why you got to make it soon before he dies.
Me too.
I'm telling you what, boys. We're getting any older.
Yeah. Just saying.
All right. So if that's, we will, the way we rate these movies is by shots. It's very important to know that the more shots you have, the worse the movie is. In other words, I needed to have 5 shots to watch this piece of crap again. And, or if it's a good movie, you don't need any of them. So that's how we score them. I'll start it off. I'd give this 2. I don't know that I'd watch it over and over again. Maybe it's because I'm a stepfather. Maybe it's because my stepdaughter's name's the same. It's kind of weird. But no, I mean it was good. It was a good watch. Don't get me wrong, and it's enough for me to watch Stepfather 2 and 3 to see how. But I'm glad they stopped at 3 because again, I think once you get 3 movies, you should be done. I don't think anything should go on.
I just learned
2 and 3.
No offense.
I just learned you told me they remade it. I didn't even know that. 2009. There was correct.
Yep.
2009.
I did not know that. That's brand new information to me. I might take a stab. I don't know, but I think the original holds itself.
Jake, what about you?
0. Movie's perfect. I love it. It's a classic.
You're the one that suggested
Although
that.
vanilla vodka with that Diet Dr. Pepper, you probably would enjoy. Just saying, it's a shot. Sorry. I just popped on my head thinking vanilla vodka and Diet. Yeah, never mind.
Scott,
I would have to give it. I'm going to give it 3 shots. Look, Stepfather, I love the fact that it does have some originality. I can't help see inspiration. I even failed to mention the backyard cookout scenes made me think of John Wayne Gacy when he would have fucking backyard cookouts in his neighborhood. There's just certain things about it that the beginning I'd have to have a shot, and my last shot would be like, why is it that people in Seattle tend to get away with murder? And that movie may have inspired it, because if you think about it, if you fast forward to 1994. There is a certain woman that has been speculated for so many years that may have had some responsibility of helping, a very famous, husband of hers at the time say bye-bye to the world. And yet they just said, you know what? It looks like an S word to me. There's nothing foul going on here, just like in that goddamn movie. Stepfather, he got away with it over and over again in the Seattle area. So that's where I needed my third shot to cut in. I'm like, what is it about up there? The Seattle detectives, they just like, Yep, looks like he slipped on a banana peel. We're good. Let's go. That's what they do up there. So, yeah, I give it 3 shots.
That's fair. I'm going last. I need 2 shots to get me through to the shower scene.
I thought it happened at the beginning, though. No.
The second shower scene.
A nice ad.
Let's make that clear. The second one,
not the first one. Hey, now you watch it.
Unless you have,
there are going to be people that are going to watch this movie.
unless you have,
God, Chris likes dudes.
Hey,
what the
man,
hell?
if I did 2 shots that fast, that's pretty impressive.
If I did 2 shots that fast,
let's
I might
face
do
it, back in the day when you had a lower budget when it comes to credits, if you'll pay attention, and if I remember, this one's the very same way. I was going to watch it, I forgot, but back in the 80s with the credit rolls, it looks like somebody's held in a camera while somebody's holding a cue card for the because you'll see it kind of sway back. So it makes sense. Chris had to do one shot watching that, but God damn, this is fucking me up. But yeah,
That's
if
fair.
I remember correctly, they do, because there's a lot of films like that back in the day. If you pay attention, it's just like the credits are just going back and forth. It's weird. It's film. So,
All right, gentlemen. Well, I think that's it. Let's get ready for next episode, which, for those of you behind the scenes, we are diving straight into next, just because so we can have one in the can ready. We want to have these all more often, and
We're gonna have it separately.
this is what we're going to do with it. The next one is going to be. This one was Jake. So, Scott, you got the next one. What are we going to
all right,
look
you're
at?
not supposed to pay attention to what Todd just said there. You know nothing about the fact that we're going to start making another one right now. We're just saying thank you for watching episode 2. Tune in next week or the week after when we see the next episode of I've Got to Finally Do It. I've been waiting technically for many, many years to talk about this film on YouTube. And that's why I want to do it right now. Next episode. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Be careful.
That's right. I want to say, really, since 2017, I have been itching to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on YouTube.
And the original.
Fuck yeah. There is no
And the
other.
original.
Mm-hmm.
Say it, dude.
When people look at
There's a fan.
when people look at me enough by now or watch anything that I have to do by now, they know I'm OG, not any fucking part 2.
I just thought of the perfect thing I'm gonna fucking drink. Fucking amazing. You're gonna have to stay tuned, folks.
You know what?
You have to find out.
Sounds good. Texas Chainsaw
Hit that
Massacre.
button.